Hello and welcome back for the game 2 of the day between Tigers and Challengers. All things are set. You can see the bowler just adjusting his field. He's making sure that the players are placed at the right position. So the toss, remember Tigers again won the toss. The captain of Tigers, Noor Mohammad Ibrahim, won the toss and he decided to bat first. So both the openers are out in the middle, and challengers is going to start with the spin. Here comes the first delivery. Down the leg side, misses the wicket keeper, and that will be the first runs. Not the kind of start he would have liked. So Tigers are away on the board with that wide down the leg side. They will be really happy. Tigers, two opening batsmen, the right hander, now will officially face the first ball of the innings if the left arm spinner get this ball right on the money. Thickish outside edge, straight to the field, a chance of a run out, huge appeal. He's in. Risky run, really a risky run straight away. First delivery, you cannot afford to get a run out on the very first delivery. The batsman is really lucky that he's safe. In the end, no harm done. Good fielding as well from the fielder at short third man. Very quickly releases the ball, but the batsman is in. And first runs off the bat for Tigers. On the money. Could come back after being bowling that first delivery down the leg side from the left arm spinner. Tries to go on the leg side, not from the middle of the bat as he would have liked the batsman. So it will be single. So both the batsmen now are away with the bat. Oh, knocks him over. Knocks him over. What a delivery. And that is the first wicket down for Tigers. Cleverly bowled from the left arm spinner. Just york the batsman. And the ball goes under the bat of the batsman. And that is the first breakthrough for challengers. The left arm spinner will be really delighted. What a comeback from him. And it's the first wicket down for Tigers. Smart. Really clever from the left arm spinner. Too much flight on that occasion and right into the block hole. Cleverly bowled from him. And that is the first wicket down for Tigers. Here comes the new batsman for Tigers on the crease. Remember, it's a 10-over match, T10 match, so 3 overs of power play. Only two fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle for the first 3 overs. The right hander at the crease. Another one bites the dust. Can you believe that? Similar kind of delivery, and it again knocks the off stump and the middle stump. And what a start from the left arm spinner. He will be on a hat trick. Another delivery right into the block hole, and the batsman was just a bit late on that, and it goes under the bat and hits the stumps. A dream start for the left arm spinner and for the challengers. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Spot on from him. Another one bites the dust. He's on a hat trick. Patel He will be on a hat trick. And the new batsman, George, just rushing in. He finds himself and his team in a spot of bother after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. And look at that, they have already lost a couple of wickets in the first over. The new batsman, George, comes at number 4. Will this be a hat trick? Interesting to see. Change in field from Patel. He's asking the fielders to come up. Will this be right into the block hole as well? Oh, almost got through him. Just the bat coming down in time from the batsman. It would have been a brilliant hat trick if that would have been hitting the stumps. Almost brilliant, absolutely brilliant after that wide down the leg side. And that is the end of the first over. So 4 runs coming from the first over from Patel. And Tigers, they are 4 for 2 after 1. So fast bowling from the other hand, right arm medium fast. So it's a spin and fast bowling combo for challenges. Right arm medium fast. He has got the ball in his hand. No slip in place. Thakur on strike. Go outside the off stump. Just a hint of swing there for the bowler. Really good start. Absolutely perfect start for challengers they would have hoped for after losing the toss and asking them to bowl first. And you can see in the very first delivery from the fast bowler, there is a hint of swing. Lovely shot through the offside, a bit uppish, but it will clear the infield. And the batsman, will they come back for the second? Not convincing shot, that one, but still a couple of runs with the bat. So good start from Jaswal as well. Goes past the outside edge. Lovely delivery. Just a bit fuller on that occasion. Batsman trying to go on the leg side, trying to whip it on the leg side. Misses it completely. 7 runs on the board so far with loss of 2 wickets. Thakur is trying to take the attack to the opposition. Full toss. Another single. He wanted to play on the offside initially, but the bat turning at the last moment in the batsman's head, and it goes on to the short mid wicket for another single. No, in fact, they don't take a single. No, they have taken a single. Slower delivery. In the end, well played. A bit of misfield from the fielder. All the fielders on the offside are up in the field due to the power play in the first 3 overs. Attacking. A perfect start for Tigers. In fact, for challengers, not a perfect start for Tigers after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Another one, good delivery. The ball hitting on the top hand of the batsman's bat and almost got another wicket, this time from Jaiswal. Last delivery of the over coming up, another tidy over. So this is a very good start from challengers after being asked to bowl. Oh, huge appeal, and the finger goes up from the umpire. It's the third wicket down, and it's the first wicket from Jaiswal on the last delivery of his over. And he strikes with the ball. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He opens his account as well, Jaiswal, with the wicket on the last delivery. And that is the third wicket down for the Tigers. They're falling like a pack of cards at the moment. Tigers. Thakur goes back. On the stumps, he was trying to play on the leg side. The ball staying a bit low and hitting on the pads in front of the wicket. That was no doubt in the mind of the umpire as the finger raises up. And it's another wicket down. 9 for 3 after 2. Continuing, the left arm spinner Patel. He's going to bowl out here into his second over. A bowler can bowl a maximum of 2 overs. Couple of wickets. He was on a hat trick in his first over. Almost got the hat trick. Another good delivery. Not allowing the batsman to hit through whatsoever. So tight. Again, targeting the stumps, hitting the stumps. Clever bowling from the left arm spinner. Changing his face, changing his flight of the delivery as well. 10 for 3. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Almost going past the defense of the batsman. 3 dot balls on the trot. And you can see the pressure. The batsmen are very much confused whether they try to take on the bowler because it's the last over of the power play. He tries to go on the leg side but misses the ball. 4 dot deliveries of so far. No run with the bat. Billy Bowler made in T10. Last delivery coming up of the over. He lets it go to the wicket keeper, and that will be the end of the over. So maiden from Patel. He finishes off with 2 for 4 in his quota of 2 overs. That is spot on, and that is the end of the power play. Tigers are struggling badly after the end of the 3 overs. They are 10 for 3. Seems like it's the change in the bowling since field restrictions have been lifted up at the end of the 3 overs. So maximum you can see 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And new bowler into the attack. First change in the bowling from challengers. And he's just looking at the field placement that he gets his field space placement spot on. That's why just taking a bit of time. Jaiswal, remember, got the wicket on the last delivery of his first over, but still change in the bowling because only one bowler can bowl a maximum of 2 overs. And here comes his first delivery. Tries to go into the block hole. Now you can see more fielders outside 30-yard circle and on the boundary line. This will allow the batsman to just keep on taking the singles. Right arm medium fast. A bit of misfield from the player at the short cover, and that will be the first boundary with the bat. That is a much needed boundary for the Tigers, and that will give a bit of confidence to the batsman of the Tigers. First boundary with the bat, and it has come in the fourth over. Bit of misfield from the fielder, and that allows the first boundary for the Tigers. Full toss again, played it through the offside, but the sweeper cover will cut it off, and that will be another single. Shridhonkar, the bowler, would have been disappointed with that misfield on the previous delivery. A slower delivery, very well bowled, very well bowled. Chance of a run out at the striker's end. But the batsman is initially in. They have to take some risk because they have to, at the end of the day, they have to put some runs on the board for their bowlers to defend Tigers. Again into the block hole, well bowled. Hits it straight to the fielder at long off. Another single. Last delivery coming up off the over. Apart from that misfield which led to the boundary, it's been a good over. But Tigers will take it with both hands. They've got a very good over after a very long time. Another quick single between the wickets, and that will be the end of the fourth over. So 9 runs coming from the first over from Shridhonkar. And Tigers will be happy. At least they have got some runs in this over. 9 runs coming from it. And Tigers are 19 for 3 after 4. Look at the projected score, 47 if they go by this, 55 if they need 6 and over, and 67. They will be eyeing anything around 55 to 60 from here on. They need a few big hits and some batsmen to go. Another change in the bowling. It's going to be a left arm spin from Sandy. In fact, it's the off spinner. Slowly and steadily, the batsmen have started to rotate the strike on every delivery. They cannot afford to play a dot balls here. Sandy, the off spinner, bowling his first over, short and wide, cuts it through the offside. Another single. There is protection in the deep. 5 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle after the first 3 overs. So that just helps the batsman to keep rotating the strike, guide the ball here and there in the gaps, converts one into two. Good fielding, really good fielding from the fielder at backward point, but he can't prevent the single. Or tries to go for the big one. First shot of aggression from the batsman from Tiger's camp, and he misses it completely. Another one short and wide outside the off stump, and he's really disappointed. You can see the disappointment on the batsman's face. He think he should have put it away, or this time he won't get away. The off spinner, way outside the reach of the batsman. Good decision from the umpire. Or goes past the outside air. Lovely delivery, and a brilliant piece of wicket keeping behind the stumps. That will be another tidy over comes to an end. End of that Sony's over. So at halfway mark, Tigers they are 23 for 3. Still 5 overs to go. Another very tidy over from the off spinner. Challengers are right on top. They were on top from the very first over when the bowler left arm spinner Patel picked up a couple of wickets in the very first over. And now you can see spin from both the ends. 23 for 3. How many they are going to get at the end of the 10 overs? Leg spinner down the leg side. The wicket keeper misses it. The fielder from the third man cuts it off and restrict to a couple of runs. Much needed runs for Tigers. They're gonna take runs in whichever way they can take. He comes down the track. Full toss tries to whack it on the leg side, but can't get anywhere from the middle of the bat. So it will be another single. Ranjan, the leg spinner, trying to bowl the flighted delivery. The previous delivery ended up falling full toss, and here comes the sweep. The batsmen are trying hard, both the batsmen from the Tigers dugout, Tigers camp, in fact, but they are not getting anywhere from the middle of the bat. Tries to come down the track, takes the ball on the full, hits it through the offside, but again can't get the ball to the boundary, straight to the field. A couple of runs, was just a bit in the gap, just wide of long off, so that allows the batsman to take a couple of runs, but still not getting the boundary. Just one boundary, which came off the misfield. Quicker delivery, and equally well played from the batsman in the gap down the leg side. Whereas there is no fine leg. Singles are not going to do the job for the Tigers. They need some hits. They need some runs on the board for their bowlers. The problem what I feel is that these two batsmen are trying too hard at the moment. That is the reason they are not getting from the middle of the bat. Or knocks him over. Ranjan, the leg spinner, strikes in his very first over. And as we were starting to say that these two are starting to look a bit comfortable on the crease, and against the run of play, the batsman loses his cool, and it's another wicket down. Ranjan strikes his first wicket in the bat, and it's four down Tigers, 32 for 4. It was a good over until the last ball of the over. Fuller delivery trying to whip it on the leg side. Gone through the defense of the batsman and knocks the leg stump. 4 overs left. Tigers losing the wicket against the run of play. Another one into the dugout. So change in the bowling. It's gonna be medium fast. No spinner. So many changes from challengers captain, but the changes have been spot on and have worked in their favor so far at the moment. Another batsman at the crease for Tigers. 9 came from the previous over, but the wicket as well. So it will go in the favor of challengers. Choke the new batsman on the crease. A bit short outside the off stump to start off from Dua. Right arm medium fast bowler. So there have been some bad deliveries outside the off stump, but the batsmen are not able to put bat on ball. Big swing on the leg side again, not from the middle of the bat, so there will be another single. And Raja Ranjan, the first batsman into the double figures. It's gonna be Chug for the first time who is gonna face his first delivery in the innings. He's on strike. Tu has got the ball in his hand down the leg side. We have seen every now and then the bowler trying to bowl too straight, ended up bowling down the leg side. The innings with the ball started off down the leg side in form of a wide. Hits it straight down the ground, but there is protection. That is really, really good field placements from the captain of challengers. Chug opens his account with that single down the ground, trying to hammer it down the ground. Oh, big swing, and a miss from the batsman. He wanted to go on the offside, inside out, through extra cover, but completely misses it. Every bowler from challengers camp have bowled really, really well. This time a big swing on the leg side. Will that be the second boundary? One bounce and the ball goes into the boundary. Beautiful shot from Raja Ranjan, picked up on the leg side in the gap through backward square leg, and it goes into the boundary. One bounce into the boundary, and that will give him a lot of confidence. He's playing a good hand with the bat here. Poor delivery from Dua. Too straight on that occasion, and it gets the punishment it deserves. Last delivery coming up. This time he hits it straight down the ground over the bowler's head. There is a fielder, but it falls short of the fielder. Brilliant fielding from the fielder at long on. Comes to the ball quickly and doesn't allow the batsman to take another single. So that will be end of the over. Another good over with the bat. 8 runs coming from it. 40 for 4 after 7. 3 overs to go. So we have seen some runs coming from the batsman's bat. 8 in the previous over, 9 couple of overs back. So 17 they have hit in the last 2 overs. Leg spinner continuing a full toss on the leg side. There is a protection. He will cut it to the single. Ranjan wanted the second, but sent back by Chuk. Good decision. Ranjan, the leg spinner bowling. He conceded line, but got the wicket on the last delivery of his over. He's continuing, starts off with a full toss. Chuk on strike. All he has to do is give strike, and he also takes it on the full. Comes down the track. Again finds the fielder. This time they are taking on the hand of the fielder, and there is a chance of a run out at the striker's end. I think he is fall short of the crease. That is really poor. That is suicidal run. There was never a second in that run. They shouldn't have taken on the arm of the fielder. And as a result, Chuk has thrown his wicket away. It's another wicket down for Tigers. This is really poor. Really poor cricket from Tigers and Chuk. He should have settled for a single and kept Rajaranjan, who has been hitting the ball well on strike. I don't know what these two batsmen were thinking. They wanted the second run on the previous delivery as well. But this is really poor cricket. And as a result, Chug has to take a long walk back to the pavilion as he departs. Half the side is down on the score of 42 now. Just 16 deliveries left in the innings. They are starting to score runs, but they have lost a couple of wickets in doing so. The new batsman, right-hander, comes at the crease. Quicker delivery, thickish outside edge. Quicker one from the leg spinner this time. The arm delivery. 43 for 4. Short delivery. He pulls it on the leg side in the gap. No. Lucky that it hit. He didn't hit it straight into the hands of the fielder at square leg. Really, really lucky Rajaranjan on that occasion. He wanted to play it into the gap at behind square leg, but can't find the gap. Instead, ended up hitting straight to the fielder. Joe's the new batsman at the crease, and that is the end of another over. Good over for challenges. 46 for 5. Couple of overs left. They will be eyeing at least 60, the score of 60. They have to get at least one boundary in each over to reach that 60 run mark. 7 and over gets them to 60. 9 and over get them to 64, which they will take it with both hands after what they were at the first 3 overs, losing 3 wickets in the first 3 overs. The off spinner into his second over. Sony, couple of runs to start off the ninth over with the bat. Ranjan is the only batsman who has looked good at the crease. He moves into the 20s. Only batsman from Tigers' team. He hits it in the gap. Will it reach the boundary? There is a fielder. Brilliant. Brilliant from the fielder at long on. Showing off his football skills. In the end, preventing a boundary. That is absolutely brilliant from the fielder. And with that, some change in the field. Couple of twos to start off the ninth over. Rajaranjan. This time he hits it through the offside. There, another single. Overthrow at the non-striker's end. And they rush back for the second. Very good. Really, very good. Smart thinking from the batsman. The moment there was a misfield at the bowler's end, they ran through for the second run. So six already from the first three deliveries. Another good over with for the batting team. They can make it a good over. They can make it a good over. They have already got six from the first three deliveries. Still three deliveries left. A boundary will make it a big over for the Tigers. Wide, wide. You can see the plan from Sony trying to bowl away from the reach of the batsman. A huge hit Will that be a boundary? Will that be a boundary? Yes, it will be. In fact, it's gone all the way for six. Can you believe that? That is the first six of the innings. And the score now gets closer to 60. What an over. What a big over this has been so far. Poor bowling from Sony. Joe's getting the six right from the middle of the bat. Too much flight on that occasion. And he hits it through covers all the way for six. Right from the middle of the bat. The kind of over Tigers were expecting from their batsmen. They've got it. Shorter boundaries on the offside. So that is what these batsmen are trying to do. They are trying to utilize the shorter side of the ground. Last delivery coming up. Very expensive over from challengers. The kind of over Tiger needed. A wide given by the umpire. Wide given. Everything going in the favor of Tigers at the moment. This over. This time he will get away from that one. And that is the end of the over. Expensive over from Sony, the off spinner. This is the first time, I think, in this innings that a bowler has conceded runs into the double figures. What a comeback from Tigers. What a comeback. They were nowhere at the end of 5 overs. I think they were 23, if I remember correctly, 23 or 25 at the end of 5 overs. The last 4 overs have been really brilliant for Tigers with the bat. Everything going in their favor, apart from the loss of couple of wickets. 15 runs coming from the last over. And it just sets the momentum for Tigers going into the innings. Last over coming up. Can they get another big one? Can they get to that 70? Starts off with a full toss, hits it straight down the ground. They're coming back for the second. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant from these two. Some sense of urgency. This is the last over. So they're trying to get as many runs as they can. Couple to start off the last over. 15 in the previous over. Comes down the track, takes the ball on the full, hits it straight over the bowler's head. This time they have to settle for one as the fielder was very quick onto the ball. 64 for 5. Oh, knocks him over. Knocks him over. That's what happens when a bowler bowls right into the block hole in the last few overs. This is what in the previous over the bowler should have tried to do. Try to bowl quicker. Right into the block hole. And another wicket down for Tigers. 6 down now. The batsman hit big on the leg side. But the bowler was spot on with his delivery right into the block hole. And he hits the stumps. So it's another wicket down for Tigers. 6 down now. 64 for 6. 3 deliveries still left in this over. New batsman at the crease. Oh, he hits it on the leg side. There is a fielder, but it goes over his head. It's a 6 and a no ball. Score moves to 70. Over 70 all of a sudden. Tigers are really happy, really happy. It's a free hit coming up. I think that might have slipped out of the hand of the bowler. Brilliant from the new batsman. He hits it all the way for six on the leg side. Oh, another one. He was trying to do something different. That's how he ended up bowling a full toss over the waist height to the batsman. 71 now on the board. Free hit to come. Still three deliveries left, 15 from the previous over. They've already got 10 runs off this over with three deliveries left. Hits it straight down the ground. Acharya. And that was some shot from him to get off the mark. A freebie. And he puts it away into the stands and says thank you very much to the bowler. 72 on the board. Two deliveries to go. 26 runs coming from the last 10 deliveries. The kind of finish Tigers wanted. They have exactly got that kind of a finish. They were struggling to get even 60 at one point, and now they are 72 for 6. Make it 74 for 6. One delivery to go. What a comeback from the Tigers and their batsmen, especially Jose and Rajaranjan. These two, Jose, the pick of the batsman, 18 of just 9 deliveries, going at a strike rate of 200. Another full toss, a big swing on the leg side. There was a fielder, but he will go the ball. Watch the ball go over his head. And in fact, it's a boundary to end the innings. So Tigers end the innings on a high. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Tigers. They finish off really high. Over 30 runs coming in the last two overs for Tigers. And that will be the end of the first innings from Tigers. So they will finish on a high. They finish off on 78 for 6 after deciding to bat first. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. 78 for 6 at the end of 10 overs. And we will take a short break back and we will be back live for the second innings. So stay tuned for challenges. Can they chase down this big total now? It is a big total 78 for 6 on the board, 79 to get. We will see after a short break. So 79 is the target for challengers. 78 is what Tigers were able to put on the score board in the first innings after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. They will be really, really happy. The Tigers finished the innings on a high, more than 30 runs coming in the last 2 overs for their team, and that just slightly changes the momentum into their favor. And they will come out in the field with the ball, all guns blazing. Since now challengers all of a sudden require 79 runs in the 10 overs. At one stage, it was really looking like even the Tigers are able to get the score of 60 runs on the board, but rather than that, they ended up scoring 10, 15 extra runs they were expecting at one stage. So both the opening batsmen of challengers are out in the middle. Match number 11 between Tigers and challengers. It's going to be the fast bowler who's going to start the proceedings with the new ball for Tigers. You can see fine leg inside the 30-yard circle. For the opening batsman, right-hander is going to take the strike for challengers. Let's see how it's going to go. It's going to be a very, very exciting game. And there comes the sign from the umpire for the power play. First 3 overs, only two fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. So batsman will try to take on the bowling team in the first 3 overs. All set for the ball. All set for the bowler to bowl his first delivery. Got the new ball in his hand, Sunil. And here comes the first ball in the second innings. Right hander on strike. And he starts off two with the wide. The innings for Tigers also started with the wide, and he also starts with the wide, the Tiger bowler. So first runs on the board for challengers come in form of wide. Oh, big shot straight away. Look at that. Wow, where did that come from? The batsman opens his account with a boundary. Pickup shot from the right hander, and it goes into the boundary on the leg side. Surprised everybody. First delivery into the innings, and he just smashes it to the boundary. So challengers are away with that boundary. First runs off the bat. That is some confidence. That is some confidence from the batsman. I think he has got his eye in already from the dressing room, from the dugout. What will be reply from Sunil? Lovely, love delivery. Nice comeback from him. Just a hint of swing, just coming into the right hander. And equally well played from the batsman. He will be confident after hitting that ball on the leg side. First delivery. 5 runs on the board. Couple of deliveries to start off from Sunil. He's got the new ball in his hand. Oh, big swing on that one. Wow, look at that swing. Moved in the air, goes past the outside edge of the batsman, and equally well taken from the wicketkeeper behind the stumps. Lovely delivery from Sunil, just drifting into the right hander after being pitched outside the off stump. There is some swing. This time, two straight on that occasion. And he's really, really lucky that he got away. Misfield, yes, no, directed at the non strikers, and then he's gone. He's gone. Can you believe that? There was a misfield. They wanted to take on the fielder. Yes, no. Direct hit at the non strikers end. And it's the first wicket down for challengers. Really, poor. No need of that. They've got really good start. Come on. You cannot afford to lose wickets like that. Brilliant fielding, spot on from the fielder. A direct hit, and the batsman finds himself short of the crease at the non striker's end. And you can see the disappointment on the batsman. Patel is standing his ground there. There was never a second, never a second. I don't know what they were thinking. Rajaranjan, Sunil Rajaranjan, he has got the new ball. He was hit on the first delivery of his first over on the leg side, but after that, he has been brilliant. There is some swing for him, and he brings new batsmen at the crease. Another huge swing on the leg side, and he is taking the full use of the field restrictions. One of the two fielders plays at the boundary line. Is at the mid wicket. One delivery still to go. Apart from that boundary, on the very first delivery of the over, he has done really well. The bowler, last delivery coming up, 7 runs on the board. They have already lost a wicket. Challengers in the first over in form of a run out. Last delivery coming up. 79 is the target for challengers. A full toss takes the batsman on the full, and in the gap, it will be cut off from the fielder. They were thinking of taking the second run but decided against it. Good decision after that run out, and that will be the end of the first over. 79 is the target for challengers. And apart from that wicket, they have got a good over first up with boundary coming in the very first over from the bat of Patel. Eight runs on the board. Right into the block hole. Two full on that occasion from the bowler. And the batsman hits it straight to the fielder at the offside. Short extra cover. Shorter boundary on that part of the ground. So that is why these batsmen try to take on the bowler there. Again, full in the slot. And the batsman will just get a single on that occasion. Not able to capitalize that two deliveries. It was in the slot. The lane delivery from Acharya is really lucky that he got away on that occasion. Oh, lovely delivery this time. Hint of swing. He's bowling too full on that occasion. He's trying to find some swing. Acharya. That is the reason he's trying to full bowl too full. Look at that. That is what he's trying to get. That will be given as a wide in the end. But you can see what he's trying to do. Bowling full outside the off stump. He's trying to get a bit of swing away from the right hander. If the batsman tries to go after him, he can beat him or he can get the outside edge. Very clever from Acharya. Down the leg side, down the leg side. If the previous call the bowler was not happy, this time he is himself to blame. 10 runs on the board so far. Or too full on that occasion. Big shot, thickish outside edge. The keeper says he wants it, and he has got safe pace of hand. He takes the catch, and that is another wicket down for challengers. Acharya gets his man, and he gets his first wicket with the ball. This is what he was trying to do. Another trying to bowl another foolish delivery on the stumps. The batsman wanted to go big on the leg side, ended up scooping the ball in the air, and an easy catch for the wicket keeper, who keeps his eye on the ball, keeps his calm, and takes the catch. And that is another wicket down for challengers. They've lost a couple of wickets, and now they find themselves a, not in a bit of trouble, but also a similar kind of start Tigers got off in the first 3 overs, trying to score some quick in the power play. The batsman loses his wicket, and Tigers are on top. That's what I was trying to say. The way they ended the innings in the first half, they were high on confidence, and they have got nothing to lose here. And all of a sudden, they have picked up a couple of wickets in the first 2 overs. Oh, goes past the outside edge. Lovely delivery. Completely beaten the batsman. Squared him up. That is a peach of a delivery. That's what Acharya was trying to get. Lovely from him. Last delivery coming up. This has been so much better over. Foolish outside the off stump. And that boundary from the bat of Singh spoils a very good over from Acharya. Another one too foolish outside the off stump. This time there was not a bit of swing. So the batsman just drives it firmly, pushes it with soft hands through the offside, and spoils a very good over from Acharya. That will be the end of the second over. A boundary to finish it off, and he gets off the mark. He will be feeling quite confident as he gets off the mark with the boundary. So it's 15 runs at the end of 2 overs. Challenges on the board. 15 runs on the board in the first 2 overs. A big shot straight down the ground, and he hits it all the way for six. The moment he hit the ball, he knew it was going all the way into the stands. And here comes the signal. He just didn't even care to look at it, where it was going. And he starts off the third over brilliantly. I think the plan from Patel is that just try to hit a boundary on the first couple of deliveries, try to put the bowler under pressure. Joe's on that occasion, first delivery in the slot, and easy pickings for Patel as he hits it down the ground. This time shotted wide. He hits it through the offside. There is a protection in the deep, so it will just be a single. He wants to take on the bowler. He knows that this is the last over. of the power play, so he wants to get as many runs as he can and try to release some pressure. They've lost wickets, but they have got runs on the board. Challengers, Joes wouldn't be really happy. Singh on strike, getting off the mark with that drive through the offside. Oh, lovely, really lovely delivery. Comes into the right hander. He wanted it to initially play it through the offside. Singh, he got off the mark with that beautiful shot through the offside. Last ball of the last over, playing it with soft hands, beating the infield, and the outfield is very, very quick and short offside boundaries. Plays it with soft hands, a very, very quick run between the wickets, just taking on the fielders inside the 30-yard circle, these two, and good running in the end. When there is no wicket, we can say there is good running in the end, but sometimes it comes the direct hit, it looks really, really silly and foolish from the batsman point of view. 23 on the board, 8 runs off the over, good over for challenges. 78 is the target. Couple of deliveries left in the power play. Wide, way, way too wide outside the off stump. The batsman just wanted to come down the track, hit it through the offside, and ended up bowling way, way outside the off stump. Joe's expensive start for him with the ball. He was brilliant with the bat. He's one of the reasons Tigers was able to get that 78 runs on the board. He played with a strike rate of almost 200. And what a comeback from Joe's. After being a bit expensive in his first over, he comes back strongly by removing a dangerous batsman, the right hander, and he takes a walk back to the pavilion. Second wicket down for challengers, 24 for 2. Will be really, really happy. 24 for 2. Last delivery coming off the power play. The runs are good, the run rate is good. The kind of run rate they need to win this match challenges, but wickets always play an important role in the end. How many wickets you have lost? Couple now they have lost challenges. New batsman at the crease. Sunil Jose will be really happy after being hit on the very first delivery of the over. He comes back strongly by removing the dangerous batsman right into the block hole, right into the block hole. A dot to end the over. 9 runs coming from it, and but most importantly, a wicket of well settled and dangerous batsman. And after 3 challenges, they are 24 for 2. Change in the bowling and in the fielding. Now 5 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle at the boundary line. So there will be a bit of change. 24 for 2 after 3 overs. You can see the signal from the umpire. That means fielding restrictions have been lifted up. So spin for the first time from Tigers, the left arm spinner, and he starts off straight away, attacking the stump spot on. So 24 runs they were able to score challengers in their power play with the loss of 2 wickets. We are seeing spin for the first time in this inning from Tigers. 24 for 2. Uh, he wanted to appeal, but I think the impact was outside the off stump. That was the reason. Big stride in from the batsman. So couple of good deliveries to start off from the left arm spinner. Pressure is on from both sides, but Tigers will be feeling really happy to see the back of the dangerous batsman who was hitting nicely a 4 and a 6. Oh, lovely, lovely. This time, change in line and length from the bowler. A bit short outside the off stump. The batsman wanted to play it through the third band region, misses it completely. So 3 dots to start off from the left arm spinner. A very, very good start from him. Right on the money, right on the money, attacking the stumps. You can see his reaction. He knew if the batsman missed that delivery from there on, it would have been LPW, would have been plump in front of the wickets, wrapped up in front of the wickets. Very, very tidy start from left arm spinner. Just a single coming from this over. Couple of deliveries left. 25 for 3 at scoreboard. A flighted delivery. Wanted to push it on the offside, thickish outside edge, and they sneak a quick single between the wickets. Last delivery coming up. Just a couple of runs in this over. He has to finish this over, the left arm spinner, really well. Good comeback from Tigers. If you look at the first 3 overs of the first innings, Tigers were way, way behind. But now they are in top. Or tries to hit a big shot, huge appeal, huge appeal. And the umpire raises his finger. And it's another wicket down. It's the fourth wicket down for challengers, and now they are looking in a bit trouble here. And that will be the end from the left arm spinner. He finishes off this very good over with a wicket on the last delivery of the over. And MIB challengers, they are 30 for 4 after 5 at halfway mark, still requiring 58, in fact 48 in the last 5 overs. Tigers are dominating this game. What a change of momentum for Tigers. The last 4 overs, more than 40 runs scored by their batsmen, and that momentum they brought in with the ball, picking up 4 wickets so far at halfway mark. They still require more than 40 runs. MIB challengers in the last 5 overs. The run rate, which started off at 7.8, has now jumped up to over 8, almost 9. The new batsman at the crease, Vikas, medium pacer. He has got the ball in his hand. Ahmed, the left arm spinner, was very tidy, just giving away 2 runs and picking up a wicket. Vikas has got the ball in his hand, bowling for the first time. He has to back up where Ahmed has left in the previous over. Short of aggression from the batsman. He tries to come down the wicket, putting the dancing shoes on, but nowhere get from the middle of the bat. Hits it straight back to the bowler Vikas. This time short delivery on the body. The batsman pulls it on the leg side. Will they come back for the second? No, they're not. They're just happy with the single. They need some big shots now. Otherwise, they will fall behind the target quite easily. They at least need one boundary in every over to maintain that run rate of close to 9. Cleverly pulled from Vikas' previous delivery. Followed the batsman, banged the ball in short, and bowling according to his field placement. Another short delivery, tries to pull it on the leg side, thickish outside edge. Lucky for the batsman as the ball goes over the wicketkeeper's head and into the boundary. No, it will be cut off by the fielder. Nicely done, nicely stopped from him. Just wait and see if it's a couple of runs. Just banging the ball in short. That's what the bowler Vikas is trying to do. Couple of short deliveries into the pitch. He wants to get the batsman out, wants to beat him with his pace as he bowls another short delivery, but this time comfortably well played from the batsman as it was not around the shoulder height, so easily played it along the ground from the batsman. Again, short delivery. The batsman wanted to play it big on the leg side, just giving himself a bit of room. Cleverly bowled from Vikas. Way short at the moment. MIB challengers falling way short. Short deliveries is the mantra for the bowler, but this time from the middle of the bat, the batsman just was expecting that short delivery, making himself a bit of room, showing his all the three stumps, and he hits it on the leg side through mid wicket. A welcome boundary and a much needed boundary for challengers. So they finishes this over with a good one, getting the boundary in that over, a much needed over for challengers. Left arm spinner continuing into his second over. He's going to bowl his second over. A very tidy over the first one, giving just a couple of runs away and a wicket in his first over. So he's going to continue. Shridonkar, 13 of 10 deliveries. Can he get his team over the line? Still some overs left in the game. He's continuing. And he starts off nicely, attacking the stumps and a dot ball to start off. He was brilliant in the previous over, just not sticking to one line and length, just changing his line and length every second ball, not trying to allow the batsman to settle. That's why got a lot of variation from him this time. Flight a delivery outside the off stump goes under the bat of the batsman. He wanted to play and go through the offside inside out. Another couple of dot balls. Just 2 runs so far from eight deliveries he has bowled in this innings. He wants to finish his bowling figures on a high and he wants to pick up another wicket. Oh, so close, so close. He can't believe that it was almost going to hit the stumps. How did it miss that? Why, it's given. It beats everyone, the batsman, the wickets, and the wicketkeeper too. He's really, really lucky, the batsman, as he's at the crease. So it missed the stumps and everyone. Big shot straight down the ground. Brilliant fielding, really brilliant. There was a fielder, but he was standing at wide long off. He had to cover a lot of ground, and he does really, really well. Stops the ball with one hand from going to the boundary. Couple of runs added to the batting team. Another very tidy over. Brilliant bowling performance from Tigers after finishing the first innings on high. It's it straight back to the bowler on that occasion. Look at that. 48 for 4 on the board. Big swing on the leg side. Has he got from the middle of the bat? Has he got the legs to go all the way for six? It has. It goes all the way for six. A much needed six. And that six brings up 50 runs on the board from the bat of Shridonkar. That just releases some pressure from the batting team. 55 runs on the board. 23 more required now with 14 balls to go. They need a few of those hits if they want to finish over the line and come on top on this match. MIB challengers. It was in the slot and he picks it. This time he comes down the track, tries to hit it on the offside. There is a fielder. He wanted to come back for the second, but now he will direct it in the deep. That allows the batsman to take the second run. Good sense of awareness from these two. Good presence of mind. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant batting from Sridonkar after being going for a big hit on the leg side. He plays it with soft hands and he comes back for the second run. Expensive over from George. The kind of over Tiger didn't need with the ball. Really disappointed so far. Last delivery. He hits it straight down the ground. Just a single. Expensive over from George on that occasion. 11 runs coming from it, the kind of over challenges required. And after 8, challenges are 58 for 4, requiring another 20 from the last 2 overs. It's going to be a Charre. I feel like 20 required from the last 2 overs. Acharya, who was brilliant with the ball in his first over, who got some swing with the new ball. He comes back and is bowling the penultimate over. 20 required from the last 2 overs. Shridonkar, who has been brilliant with the bat so far, 22 of 15, hitting a much needed 6 in the last over. He will be on strike. Pressure on both the teams. This match is still nicely poised at the moment. Anyone can win from here on. A couple of wickets with the ball for Tigers, or just one or two hits seals the deal for challengers. 19 from 11, a single to start off from Acharya. Ahmed on strike. Hits it right into the block hole. Brilliant bowling, brilliant bowling. He's bowling exactly according to his field. Couple of singles to start off. The penultimate over, the most important over. 18 from 10. Big shot from the batsman, not from the middle of the bat, but he has got the ball in the gap on the leg side behind square leg. The fielder is running and he will cut it off, but can't stop the batsman from taking couple of runs. So 4 runs from the first 3 deliveries. 16 from 9 now. They need at least one boundary in this over. They cannot afford to leave runs for the last over. You never know what happens. Another good delivery. Change in line and length for the first time from Acharya in this over. Pulls his length a bit back on that occasion. Another single. Now the pressure is on challengers. 15 off 8. They badly need a boundary. They have to get a boundary somehow in the last two deliveries, and he knocks him over. Knocks the leg stump. Second wicket for Acharya. He has been brilliant right throughout the innings with the ball. And he picks up his second wicket. What an over. This has been the penultimate over from Acharya. 15 from 7. Just 5 runs off the over and a wicket. The batsman wanted to go for the big shot. He comes down the track. But really lucky for the bowler. The ball just staying a bit low and goes under the batsman's bat and hits the leg stump. That is another wicket down. So 5 down now. Challenges 63 for 5. And the new batsman comes in. Now, Tigers are in the driving seat at the moment. 15 of 7. Last delivery coming up from Acharya. Oh, wicket! Wicket! Big swing from the batsman. Oh, can you? And that is the end of the 19th over. What a brilliant over from Acharya. Look at that. Couple of wickets on the last two deliveries. And now Tigers are in the front at this match number 11 between Tigers and Challengers. They won the toss, decided to bat first. 77 in the first innings, scoring more than 30 runs in the last two overs. And I think that are the amount of runs the bowlers conceded in the last two overs from Challengers. Now 15 required last over. We have seen sometimes the ball doing something, eh, just staying a bit low when it hits certain patches on the pitch. 15 from 5. This has been brilliant. A team performance from Tigers. Slower delivery. He hits it straight down the ground. Has it got all the way for 6? Yes, he has. The match is still not over. You cannot write challenges off. That is absolutely brilliant. Big hit down the ground. Picked up the slower ball. Trying to do something different. The bowler this time. He has to pay the price. It was in the slot. Hits it straight down the ground. 9 from 4. Game is on. Down the leg side. Down the leg side. The keeper does really, really well. 8 from 4. One boundary, one big hit out of the ground does the job for challengers, or a couple of boundaries. What a start, what a comeback, what a nail biter finish this has been. Oh, outside edge, thickish outside edge, but can't get away. George is under a lot of pressure here. He tries to bowl a variation. He was hit down the ground. What he's thinking? Sridhanagan, he's to be the man for challenges. 32 of 20, two big hits down the ground. Can he do the job with the bat? Couple of boundaries required. Last three deliveries. George with the ball. He hits it through the offside. He hasn't timed the ball. He's really lucky. The ball falls in no man's land and he's coming back for the second. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant running. Brilliant piece of cricket all around. Good delivery from the bowler. And good running by these two. It was a miss hit from the batsman. He looks tired. He looks really tired at the crease. You can see that. Just one hit, just one hit. He can be the hero for his team. 34 of 22. One big hit out of the ground. And that will be it. George has got. Oh, this will be a wide. This will be a wide. Pressure, pressure. This is what pressure can do. Expensive so far, George, with the ball in this innings. It's anyone's game from here on. A boundary does the job for challengers. A wicket does the job for Tigers. George has been expensive so far. Outside the off stump, dive comes in from the backward point, but he can't stop the ball as it goes to the boundary line, and the scores are level. Sridhonkar does the job for his team. What a brilliant display of batting from him. Another change in pace from George. And he plays it through the offside. There was a fielder backward square leg. He puts in the dive, but can't stop the ball as it races away to the boundary. The scores are level now. You can see the captain bringing everybody in the 30-yard circle. One required from one. What a finish this has been. What a contest this has been between these two. Match number 11, Tigers versus Challengers. You can't write off anyone in this game of cricket. One from one. Oh, he hits it straight down the ground. He hits it straight down the ground. And he hits it for four. And that is the end of the innings. What a brilliant batting from Chittorkar. He does the job with the bat, seals the deal for his team, and gets his team over the line. Lent delivery. And that is the end. Challengers winning this match by 4 wickets on the very last delivery. And that is the end of the match from match number 11. Challengers coming on top. Men in blue on the very last delivery.